Okay, so we're closing in on almost 5 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been tracking everything that's been going on across the country today. And my most important encounter was when I went out to get my champagne. I was talking to the guy in the store, of course, asking him, did he vote? And he said he did early voting, and he asked me if I early voted. And he asked me, why I was getting the champagne. And I said, because I'm going to be toasting Madam President tonight. And he just looked at me with kind of like a smirk on his face. And I said, she's going to win this, right? And he says, oh, well, it's very, very close. And I said, no, it's not. He says, well, what do you mean? I said, no, it's not. The women of America are making their voices heard. Reproductive rights is what it all comes down to. And the women are voting in numbers relative to men that are unbelievable. She's won this. And I said to him, she's going to take every one of the swing states plus Iowa. And he said, oh, but the numbers are so close. I said, I'm a political analyst. I'm telling you right now, the numbers are there. She's taking this election. And then I said to him, you realize, and he didn't tell me who he voted for, but of course I knew. And I said, you do realize you wasted your vote, right? And I didn't care. And I walked out with my bottle of champagne and happily walked home. Bye-bye.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win. I mean, not to be, cocky, but I'm optimistic.
Violate my stuff. I don't give a fuck about none of that, because all the people that's violating my freaking life right now are Trump supporters. Y'all the only ones happy about this shit right now. Y'all the only ones. Y'all see I got my blue on. I done cried so fucking much that my blue went up. And I have to wear red because it's my freaking job. If I didn't have to wear this stupid ass color, I wouldn't be wearing it. Trust and believe me.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated.
And for kids watching for the first time election results, they should know that we never had bomb threats before Donald Trump became a presidential candidate.
You voted for a racist, a rapist, a dictator. You voted for a bully, a bigot, and a narcissist. You voted for someone who said he would have no problem using the military to kill his opponents. You voted for mass deportation of people, including people that are here legally. If you think you voted for someone who's going to somehow give you more money and put more money in your pocket, you were tricked. None of his concepts of economic plans will ever benefit anyone who isn't a millionaire or billionaire.
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
Disney Plus.
Y'all, why are y'all Trump supporters? Why? How am I supposed to go to work and do all of my normal daily activities when I know that we all just chose for things to get exponentially harder?
I would ever even dare bring a child into this country now? It was rough before. Now? No. That's cute.
This is a proposition to raise the minimum wage immediately to $17 an hour, then to $18 an hour at the beginning of next year. 49.3% yes, 50.7% no to raise people's wages. So that's fun.
If we can't win on higher minimum wage, what can we win on? I mean, Jesus, that's a slaughterhouse.
This could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'm gonna say.
America failed women tonight, primarily. Trump has insulted women, berated them, has been found liable in court for assaulting a woman, and he took women's reproductive rights away.
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest fully at this moment. But you have Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, X, who is a disinformation propagandist and now has could potentially have a direct line to the Oval Office.
Okay, but for real though, Joe Biden could actually save us from a Donald Trump presidency. Yes, you're seeing this after the election results. It is 100% possible for Joe Biden to step down and make Kamala Harris the 47th president.
What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America? What the fuck?
It's a pure Project 2025 in miniature in Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist type government in Florida, does that make it a more attractive place?
I'm sorry. No! Why?
If you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands. If you've lost faith in humanity, and this is your villain origin story, if you've lost faith in humanity, clap your hands.
Uh-oh. What's up, guys?
We totally weren't partying behind the camera. No, never. We'd never do that. No, never. I would never celebrate other people's mental illness. Would never. No, totally not. No.
Oh, man.
That is a fucking lie. Of course I would. Fuck these people.
These people would have done the same if the election results were different.
You know what? I will give them props. They haven't lit a city on fire yet. I will give them props for the moment. Good evening, everybody. Fucking shit. Man, I've had a day. You've had a day. We've had a week. This has been amazing. I can't wait until January. It's going to be a fucking... Sorry. I just came a little bit. That's all that happened.
Yeah, we're at insanity.
Yeah, just a little bit. A little bit of white stuff.
That intro was beautiful, and then all of this. So, yep, we're at insanity and already. So,
have you heard the full Trump rap, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
Give me a moment.
Sounds good. Yeah. Anything big happened this week?
Geez. I got quite a few new clients for my company.
Nice. Okay. Maybe the healing of the world.
There is the healing of the world going on. Yeah. The country is once again back on actual tracks instead of gliding on a lube covered fucking track off into oblivion.
Yeah.
Being socialism, Marxism, death and damnation with a dash of sex changes. Yeah, no, I feel pretty fucking good. But I will also say Still find it funny that the misogynist in chief is the first person to make his chief of staff and appoint a female to his chief of staff. But remember, it's just the wrong kind of female.
Yeah, weird how that works.
Yeah, I gotta find this though. It's so fucking funny. The Trump rap is the funniest fucking thing because it's now a sound on TikTok and it's so good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I just gotta find the dancing bitch.
Yeah, the January is gonna be awesome.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yep.
I can't wait. Oh
Dude,
my God.
What a comeback, right? Like incredible.
Well, as you know, so I was streaming on my channel because I wanted to give my community some love because I haven't streamed anything over there like big in a while.
Right.
So we were watching and we were like, oh, fuck. I will say Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania got a bunch of threats during it, which they mentioned in the little intro clips of like, oh, well, there were never bomb threats before Donald Trump. And it's like, weird, huh? It's almost like you guys like to fucking call in bomb threats. Like, weird. That says a lot about you, not us.
Right.
You know?
It sounds like people are trying to prevent this from happening. My God.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hold on. I gotta find it. It's such a good, it's
Jesse Bear is right. We've absolutely been unburdened by what has been.
Oh, yes. What could have been. We have been just unburdened by all the burdens.
Like we have dodged such a
dodged a nuke. We dodged nukes.
Yeah, like you never go full Kamala. Like America almost went full Kamala. I'm so glad we didn't. Kamala, whatever. Who cares anymore? It doesn't matter. She's irrelevant.
Oh my God. I'm just trying to find these fucking, because dude, this song is so good. Because I'm going to tell you, people have been like remixing like rap songs, but like it's all Donald Trump. This particular one though.
Well done.
It's perfect.
Nice.
It is once I find it. How's your week been, by the way?
Not too bad. Yeah. We had the election on Tuesday, and of course that was exciting.
You're not shaving your head because you're all sad now, like a cult member.
Yeah, I'm not a crazy leftist who's so sad.
When I love that deranged leftist idea of protest is responsible sex and abstinence. The thing that the right has said, maybe try that for a little bit.
That might solve
and then they're like, no, we're not going to do that. Now they're going to do it. And we're like, and like, that's supposed to be some dig at us when we're like, oh, fucking finally doing the thing that will actually stop you from getting
guarantee you that does not affect anyone on the right whatsoever. That literally only affects them.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Like nobody on the right cares. In fact, we're happy.
Okay. I got it. I forgot that I bookmarked it. Just share screen and I have to do a tab, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Share tab. Audio. Yeah. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. I was like, I said, yeah, it's going to be my ringtone now. You hear it?
Yeah.
This whole fucking place to the ground. How did we get here?
I'm done. Nice to meet ya. Having a little trouble with the fact I beat ya.
This sounds so good. This sounds like he's saying it.
You's got me thirsty though.
It's so good.
Gushing. You done got me buzzing. Nothing is about like an arrogant twat balling on TikTok. Raise a shot. Oh, I've been sipping. Nothing satisfies.
How fucking good is this?
That's pretty good.
It's solid.
Yeah,
and it sounds just like him.
It sounds so much like him.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, no, it's such a great song. There's that one, and then I've heard somebody who remixed Macklemore. The I'm gonna pop some thrift shop, but it's Trump talking about how he's gonna take the country back, and I was like, oh, that's funny. There are a lot of really funny ones.
Oh man.
So yeah, no. I mean, here's the thing. 1,000,001 things could have happened. We could have, lost. There could have been too close where they would have had to count, and there would have been some chance for them to,
Dude, we could have lost the electoral college and won the popular vote. Imagine how different the country would be feeling right now if that would have happened.
Yeah, but also
that would have been weird.
What has he been running on for the past, year? Let's just say, too big to rig.
Yep.
And that is what we got. That is what we got election night, because every single swing state, popular vote, electoral college by a substantial margin, looks like we're going to be taking the House. We already took the Senate, and the majority of governors in the United States are Republican now.
Feels like a mandate.
Yeah. No, it's 100% a mandate. It is. And let's just hope that he comes through on it.
Absolutely. 100%.
But I'm very confident with what we have. Elon Musk, Ron Paul, because Ron Paul's joining the fray now.
Yep. And Tulsi, RFK Jr.
RFK Jr. Vivek. You have Tucker Carlson. You have, what's his name? Jesus fucking Christ. My brain does not work.
It's Friday.
It is. It was Friday. And yeah, it's been a little nuts. But you have, what's his fucking name? Let me just hit my Twitter, because all I ever see is his goddamn tweets. Christian guy. And he's good. He's a good guy.
Okay.
He does TikTok videos too. Can't remember his goddamn name. My brain just stopped working for a second.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who you're talking about at the moment.
You'll be like, oh, the moment I mention it. Like the moment I mention it, you're going to be like, oh, Jesus Christ, how did you not remember his name? I don't know how I don't remember his name. It's like my wife even likes him. My wife actually followed this guy. She's like, oh, wow, he's really good. Oh, we have Scott Pressler. That's obvious.
I was about to say
Pennsylvania with the Amish.
Yep, with the Amish. Absolutely. 100%. That dude deserves a job at the RNC or whatever he wants to do. He's earned it.
What would you think if Scott Pressler was like press secretary?
Let me tell you something. I would not doubt Trump's new administration, his cabinet, being the most diverse, just not based on skin color or anything, but Charlie, yes. Yeah, he's good. Kirk. Yeah. I think he's a Christian, so I was like, I don't know who you're talking about.
His entire thing is all.
Oh, I think you meant his name, not like his religion.
Oh my God.
It's whatever. No, I was just like, I would not be surprised if Trump's admin is just the most diverse that it could be, based on solely on merit. Nothing else.
Also, I would like to point out that Alex Jones possibly being press secretary was a meme, not a
meme. It was a beautiful meme.
It was a beautiful meme, and one that would, God, would that be funny? But,
I don't know if you saw, there was a clip that he was on Steven Crowder on election night, and he was on there and he took his shirt off. It was so funny. He as soon as they started realizing that Trump was winning, he started taking his shirt off, and he was so excited.
Well, because that's what he does. That's like his old thing that he did was he'd take his shirt off and he'd just yell.
Yep.
Yell right into the microphone. So, by the way, I hope everybody likes my shirt. I worked today, so I had to wear my diversity training shirt, because this is the DEI I care about.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I got my brain in a hurry AK shirt on. So yeah.
That one is in the wash for me. In the wash for me. Oh yeah. Did you see Boogie 2988 from YouTube? The fucking, oh God, he was a white guy for Harris, and he was
no. I heard a guy lost $700,000 on gambling on the election. He listened to Destiny, and apparently
that explains everything.
And went all in on Harris. And oops.
Oh God.
Why would you listen to Destiny?
Well, yeah, but also
person to listen to.
Let me ask you this: could he afford losing 500,000 or that much money?
Apparently, Kick has paid him $100 million, over 5 years or whatever the contract is, And like his whole thing is like gambling and promoting gambling to young people.
Oh, what guy? What was this guy's name? Do you happen to?
I can't remember.
Is it Trainwrecks or something? Because that was.
I didn't know enough to care. I just saw it and I was just like, I think the quartering was talking about it, and I was just like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, no, don't. Why? First of all, why would you bet on Kamala? She was an awful candidate. Why did anybody?
It was X2C.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
XQC. Oh, I'm surprised.
I don't know anything about him.
Well, yeah. Actually, he's but he's French Canadian. It explains a lot.
Yeah.
Not the brightest of people.
Right.
Hey, Trump is president now. I'm allowed to say these things again. No, he's not president now, but he's president-elect.
He will be.
Yeah, he will be.
73 days. It's not like I'm counting down or anything.
Oh, Dead Man also said it in the chat saying XQC. Thank you. What's up, boys? What's going on, Grim? We are talking about how Dalton and I are ecstatic that the election turned out the way that it did.
Yeah, I talked to Grim for a moment last night.
Oh, did you?
Discord. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I will say this. There are a couple ways that I think that people should be celebrating. And Brett Cooper, that's her last name, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, she got married, so I don't know if she.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so whatever. We know who I'm talking about. She even said that she sees two different worlds. That people are supposedly living in. You have the left right now, which is like panicking, saying, "Oh my God, the world is ending." And then she says all of her Republican like girlfriends are going, "Oh my God, I want to have babies now because now it fucking makes sense." And I'm just like,
huge conservative baby boom. I feel like
totally different world that like these people are living in.
Imagine
definitely part of the latter. I want to nuts and
not like having as many babies because of this whole thing, and then the right just having babies.
What's their thing? It's called 4B now. It's like the protest thing.
It's
they're
like
shaving their head.
Don't marry men. Don't give birth, and then
there are sex strikes for 4 years. And it's like, you do realize that bothers none of us.
So many issues for everyone. Congrats.
It bothers no one. Thank you for listening to us and just not breeding anymore. It's a great thing. Yep. All the cheering. It's a beautiful thing.
All the cheers. Well done.
Wait, Grim, why did you at me in Discord and say you can't find the stream?
We made it so easy. We literally put the link in
the Discord. It's almost
you're going out of your way, Grim, to make it hard on yourself. Okay,
way hard. Yeah. Grim, you want to talk about it, bud? I will point out Grim's 100% correct because it was actually, I think it was in the first couple days, first 48, I think. That Israel, Hamas said that they'd like peace. They want to end the war.
Yep.
That
Speaking of that,
Russia came to the table.
I got a tweet for that.
Oh, show it. Because I believe Russia came to the table and said, "Hey, we'd like to come to the negotiating table." And China even said, "We respect Americans' votes and we look forward to working with this administration," or something like that.
Yeah. Couple things are happening. 3 days since Donald Trump's historic landslide, and already the EU says it wants to buy American natural gas to avoid Trump's tariffs.
Whoa.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Right? Putin says he will sell Russian oil in US dollars. That was a big thing.
Okay, so the petrodollar's coming back.
Yep. And then Hamas is calling for peace.
Yep.
Whoa, maybe because they're a little weird and scared. And I don't know why I said weird. I meant to say scared. But
I don't know.
Came out. I don't know.
You know what? You were obviously thinking of JD Vance.
Right. Yeah, definitely not Tim Walz.
No, definitely not Tim Walz. No, never.
Nope, never. And then Zelensky held a private phone call. This one's interesting. Held a private phone call with President Trump and Elon Musk.
Speaking of Charlie Kirk.
Wild. Yeah.
You had a tweet by him and I couldn't think of his name.
And then Mexico broke up a migrant caravan heading for America. So that's wild stuff. I am curious though. I want to see what this community note says. So
yes, this great proposed community note. Reported using third parties.
Putin never said that he will or will not sell in the US dollar. Russia actually cannot sell oil in US dollar due to ongoing sanctions. Well, maybe they might lift that so that might happen, because you know who has the power to lift some sanctions? The president. So who knows? We'll see.
But I would also like to say that regardless, I do know that Putin did say that he is essentially willing to come to the negotiating table to end the war with Ukraine. Have that discussion, which is better than what we've been doing.
Yeah,
so
it's way better
regardless
than
of
what
that,
we
as I
got.
said, I didn't hear about the Russian oil in US dollars, but if that's true, petrodollar's back. But at the same time, I did hear, hey, let's stop war.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely preferred. I think we're gonna see some pretty cool stuff, I think, coming up in the next 2-3 months before the inauguration. I mean, dude, if he can end the war between Ukraine and Russia even before he steps foot in office.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's gonna be now. What's interesting? I brought that up to my wife, and my wife says, "Yeah, but then the Dems are just gonna take credit for it." And I said, "Yeah, but here's the thing."
So that's actually
all of the things have been attributed to Trump by these people directly.
So it's so funny you say that, because within the last week, the Biden admin basically came out and said, our economy is not, it was because Obama said that Trump's economy is doing so well because of Obama's like policies and everything.
Yeah, they believe that it's the transitive
economy is doing so not good because of Trump's policies. But yet Biden also says he has the best economy ever. So you can't have it both ways. And then I was watching the news or listening to the news. It was CNN, and they were saying that Jimmy Carter doesn't get a lot of the credit, even though a lot of his policies went into effect during Reagan years. And it's just like, shut up, get out of here. You are retarded. And yes, we are bringing the R word back. Retarded. I saw that really comment on there.
Did you see the tweet that went out? Somebody tweeted. It was somebody big. I think even Tim Pool might have like reposted it. I'm not sure. Replied to, but I'm not going to say one of the words on YouTube because that will get us nuked. But it starts with an F. And it means a bundle of twigs, and or a cigarette in the UK, and retarded. And it so essentially said that retard over and over and over, because they're like, it's back, boys. And I was like, Jesus Christ, people are going hard. Oh, I love it. Yes, Jeff. You just missed wrong vowel there, Randy Marsh. Yeah. Was it you, Lombax? I don't think it was you. Sounds like Dankula changed his name. Did you see that?
I did not. What did he change it to?
That's just like Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah, that's another thing that is. So it's likely that we're going to get new Supreme Court justices from this Trump presidency.
Yes, because
of them retiring. I think it was Clarence Thomas and
Sotomayor.
I think so. I'm not. It sounds right. I feel like it sounds right.
I'm pretty sure it's that. Yeah.
But then, no, Sotomayor. She's a liberal. She's a liberal justice. She has some health issues, so she might retire because of that. But there's another conservative justice who may retire because he's getting up there in age. I can't remember who exactly. But
chat, let us know.
2 to 3 new Supreme Court justices.
Oh yeah. But did you see the Daily Wire called up all of the Democrats who have lost? They all lost all the
article.
And
they're like, this is worth the read. And you go and you
how do you feel? How do you guys feel about the ending the filibuster and destroying the Electoral College and all of these things? And they were just like,
this senator's office did not respond to comment. This senator's office did not respond to comment.
Over and over.
Tireless.
I love how Josie goes, your hand must hurt from all the copy paste.
Exactly.
She's like, it actually does.
Yeah, dude.
So man. Happy.
Yeah, like it was over 50 because they did everyone. They did all the current senators, all the outgoing senators, all the incoming senators, just all of it. So it was just like so many people and nobody responded.
By the way,
Alito.
So Count Dankula did change his name again. It is now Justice Dankula, and his bio now reads SCOTUS, pro-life for squirrels. Pronouns are your honor. Hashtag Trump 2024.
Beautiful.
I fucking love it so fucking much. It makes me so fucking happy.
Grim, actually, this is perfect because we were actually talking about this a little bit last night. Freedom is never more than just one generation from extinction.
Very
He's
true.
right.
No,
He's
no,
right.
every
a huge bullet.
Oh, as I said, it's not even a bullet this time. I genuinely think we dodged a nuke because we were heading into World War III.
Yeah. That was
just President-elect Trump has already put like those countries that were like, yeah, foaming at the mouth, going like, fuck, we don't want that anymore. Yep. No, that'll be bad.
To be a fly on the wall in like pretty like historical places like the White House during the election night. Oh man, I would have definitely paid some pay-per-view to see that. That would have been amazing just to see all the meltdowns and the reactions. But
did you see the clip of they said 24 hours and Kamala's already returned to her roots, and it was Cartman when in the episode that he was Taiwanese hooker, and he goes Suki $5 you rock long time work out sexy. You big I was like dude, but what I will say is all of the like you didn't see protests. We haven't seen cities burning.
We see one protest, and I think what was it, Chicago or some
nothing grandeur. It's nothing. Right. This. There's no massive rioting in the street. Right. None of the things that you would have.
I totally expected that.
Which I will mind you to their credit. Like cool, like stewing your sadness. That's perfectly fine. Like be sad. Cool. So far, but you haven't
Don't
seen
underestimate the Soros money.
Yeah, no, my big thing is I've seen a lot of people ask the question of, do you think there's going to be another attempt prior to him taking office?
Possibly.
Now, whether or not there's that attempt, have you heard about the statistic that it was like, 3,000 people have unalived themselves?
I did not hear that.
So far, apparently,
I think I heard of just one so far, but 3,000 people.
I've heard it's like 3,000 people have unalived themselves, and I saw someone on TikTok who mentioned it, and they made a very good point. They said, first off, that's not Trump, that's your decision. Second off, the only people that actually could possibly be held liable are the people that have lied to you this entire time about him to the point where you're willing to do that.
Yep.
It's just like, oof, it's not a good look.
Dangers of the propaganda that they're spewing.
Well, how can I don't get how propaganda can lead people. I don't get how people can be so easily propagandized.
Look, did we? I think I speak kind of for you, but like, I didn't feel like deranged when Biden won and Trump lost.
No, I was pissed. I was like, "Oh, great, this guy sucks."
Yeah, I didn't break anything. I didn't yell at anybody. I didn't like swear on the internet. I didn't do anything. I was just like, "This is gonna be a really weird 4 years."
I think I was just like, "Wow, this is gonna suck for 4 years, and shit's about to get pricey." But that's where my brain was. Economy, not death.
Yeah, exactly. And no, it's funny. Speaking of propaganda, I put into the meme channel on Discord a really funny meme that I'm going to pop up because I thought it was so funny.
Oh, you're gonna show it on here?
Yeah.
Is it that we did it?
No.
No, because that was Momentous that shared that one. That one's great.
Read that one.
Oh, okay. So I have seen this. And I love that the post is deleted because bliss. By the way, middle schoolers can't read. High schoolers can't write a proper essay. College students can't differentiate a scholarly based article versus propaganda. And adults can't tell when a picture is AI. But sure, get rid of the Department of Education. Lol.
It's like beautiful.
Do you think that they did not realize this? How do you not realize that?
I don't.
While you're writing it.
It's so obvious.
While you're writing it. For anybody who still doesn't get it, I don't know if you're high, you're drunk, maybe, I don't know, maybe your wife is doing what my wife has been doing, which is sucking the soul out of me and happiness. And so there's no more blood in your brain. This all occurred during the tenure of the Department of Education. I just want to spell out the humor for you.
Thanks, Jimmy Carter.
There you go. Fuck you.
The meme of basically the corpse saying, Jimmy Carter, did she win?
Well, the meme I'm talking about in Discord, I'm sure you've seen it now, is there's this Darth Dark Biden conspiracy. And I'm sure there's some truth to it. Not to the degree that people are thinking that Biden was conspiring with Trump this entire time to get rid of Kamala. Right?
Right.
I don't believe that to be true. Do I think that there was animosity? Sure. Do I think that he wasn't helping her as much as he could have? And like, you know, another Democratic, if this hadn't panned out the way it did, would have? Sure. Mm-hmm. Do I think that he abstained from campaigning and truly standing behind her and maybe not saying some stupid things? Yeah. Do I think that he actively was like working with the Trump campaign? No.
Right.
No. I think that he still hates Trump.
Yeah.
But I also believe that he also hates Kamala.
So the question is, who do you hate more to vote for or to not vote for?
Well, you're talking about why Jill Biden was smiling and wearing a bright red dress while voting.
What? Yeah, give me a second because this is funny. I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay.
This is just wicked funny. Like okay, so you're the first lady, right? You are married to a Democrat who's in office currently, and your idea to go to the polling place on election day is to dress in all red when your party's color is all blue.
It does seem a little off because historically, it's always been they're going to wear blue.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, support your team, right? It's like a sports team almost. It's like, rep your colors.
Yeah. But at the same time, I also am one of those people. It's like, I don't like looking so deep into it. It's like this color was present. It's like, oh, did you see the napkins at their fucking dinner were red? That means this. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It means they were fucking red. I don't like that. Do I believe that there's a possibility that both of them out of spite, voted differently? Oh, 100%.
I think
100% I believe that.
Jill and Joe probably voted Joe Biden.
As a write-in?
Yeah, as a write-in. For sure.
I would 100% believe that. I do not believe that Kamala got a vote. I believe that they probably even voted Jill Stein before they voted for Kamala.
Yeah, and she got more votes. Jill Stein got more votes than the Libertarian candidate, Chase Oliver.
Chase was such a fucking horrible candidate, though.
So bad. He was such a bad, awful candidate. Oops, I didn't need to click that. Whoops.
Not only that, but also there's a reason for that. And that's because for the first time ever, the Republican directly reached out, spoke to the Libertarian caucus and said, hey, vote for me. This is why, even though he got panned and booed. But also now you've got Ron Paul.
Dude,
working with Elon Musk on the Department of Government Efficiency. I can't tell you how much I was hyperventilating. I was drooling.
Before we get too deep into that, I do want to share this because this was really funny to go along kind of with the Jill Biden stuff. Okay. So this is Joe Biden at the White House after the election.
Yeah, it's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here.
What do you notice?
Hi, Finn. How are you, honey?
It's not slurring.
For over 200 years, America has carried on the greatest experiment.
He seems really happy, honestly.
In the history of the world.
He doesn't seem as drugged up either.
For the people. The people vote and choose.
Although I will say his eyes are very
And we're in a democracy. The will of the people
I think it's
always
bright out.
prevails. Yesterday,
Where's sunglasses then?
I spoke to President-elect Trump.
Yeah, he is known for wearing
congratulated him on his
sunglasses.
victory. And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition.
Like no stutter
the
at
American
all.
people deserve.
Not a single slip up.
Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris.
He seems sharp as a tack.
She's been a partner and a public servant. She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone got to see something that I learned early on to respect so much, her character. She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character.
What does
true
that
character.
mean?
I
She
don't
gave her whole
know.
I
heart
don't think
effort.
so.
And
People
she and
are
her entire
ramming,
team
rotting
should be proud of
her.
the campaign they ran.
I think he's
You know,
making these comments out of spite.
the struggle for the soul of America, since our very founding, has always been an ongoing.
His voice does sound different, doesn't it?
debate.
It sounds like
It's still vital today.
it sounds like he's not stressed.
I know for some people,
He also sounds
time for
as this,
victory.
when I
State
say
the
he
obvious.
doesn't sound as drugged
For
up, I
others,
mean like
the time of loss.
Sounds like
I
he's
genuinely
like
think that
campaigns
he's
to
been on
country.
like anxiety meds. I think he's been on any like a cocktail.
Country chooses
I don't
one
think he's
or
on
the
that
other.
cocktail anymore.
I think
We
he's gotten a
accept the
good,
choice
like, I don't know, 2 weeks
country
of
made.
good solid rest.
I've said many times,
Yeah,
you
I would
can't
agree.
Much
love
needed
your
rest.
country
Yeah.
only when you win. You can't love
I
your
actually agree with
neighbor
that statement.
only when you agree.
I'm glad
statement.
that he's not changing his tune.
Something I hope
from
we
what he
can
said,
do,
when he
no
won.
matter who you voted
He's not
for.
really changing anything that
We
he
see each other
you know,
not
that
as
he said.
adversaries, but as fellow Americans. Bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system. It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent. It can be
That's all up
trusted.
for debate.
Win or lose.
I get it, we win, but we
I also hope we
won,
can
but, like,
restore
I
the
don't know,
respect
I still here's the
for
thing.
all our
is,
election workers who busted their necks.
You can then just lay that at the feet of the energy behind that side.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that shenanigans still didn't occur from either
Right.
side. You know, it's
Right.
just like, no, like I still think paper ballots. I still think all the things I thought before. I still think that election day should be a national holiday.
Absolutely. Everything that Vivek ran on, I wholeheartedly believe. Paper
I
ballots,
still believe, yeah.
single day voting, in-person voting, if you can. I mean, I voted absentee this year because I'm out of state, but
Yeah, that I know, but I
there's
did
always
not.
those cases, but
Everybody's like, why didn't you early vote in PA? And I'm like, because I don't fucking trust it. Like, I don't trust. I'm sorry. You know what I trust? Fucking election day. And you want to know what was great? Do you know what happened on election day? You want me to walk you through the process? Dalton?
PA won.
Not just that. PA did win. So my vote actually fucking matters.
Right.
No. I get into line because there was a line, right? Now I pulled my truck up. Now where I had to vote is right, there's literally a cornfield and then there's a volunteer firehouse, right? This road is like dead. So they have like 20 parking spaces. So what do people do? Okay, well, they're going to park on the, side of like the grass, right? So I did.
Right.
Now, originally I was going to park at the end and then walk. But I saw, oh shit, somebody just left. I'm going to pull up right in front of the fucking firehouse, right? Cool. So I do that. I get in line. Sweet. The guy that I just did the work for, the guy I told, yeah, he was there. We're talking, whatever. We're excited to vote.
What's up, dude?
They have a live fucking DJ playing. I'm proud to be an American, right? All that shit.
Nice.
While serving us fucking pizza.
Dude.
So we got fucking pizza. I got fucking pizza on election day. Don't get that with early voting. So that's awesome.
Dude, you had a pizza party?
You got a pizza party in line.
Dude.
No. Now here's where it gets interesting. So we're all sitting there. Well, not sitting, we're standing, but whatever. And we're eating, whatever. We're talking, we're hanging out. So it's a bit of a line. It's not, I was an hour and a half. Wasn't awful.
Oh.
And all of a sudden we hear what sounds like a bunch of bricks when a dump truck goes up and it just slams the back. And we're like, what the fuck was that sound? Some stupid bitch wasn't paying attention, went 45 miles an hour.
She got distracted by the pizza.
No, she was driving 45 miles an hour. And she hit 2 parked vehicles where I would have parked my truck if. So she would have hit my truck. So luck out. Fucking rolled her vehicle They wheeled her ass in crying, and she still voted. They put a fucking brace on her neck. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it was her, the driver, that they wheeled in, but it was someone in that accident that they wheeled in to vote.
It was like, all right, let's go to the hospital. And the person was like defiantly like, no, I'm voting first.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like pure defiance, but like crying because they were in excruciating pain. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on? It was the weirdest day ever because I'm like, pizza, crying lady, neck brace, fireman running out to go rescue somebody who rolled their fucking Civic. Like, I'm just like, what's going on?
My department was right there.
Yeah, it's true. But I was just like, what the fuck? And then here's the thing. I was thinking when my wife gets home, I was like, oh, fuck, like, you know, because I was gonna do the stream. I was like, how are we gonna do this? So originally I was gonna drop her off, go pick up the pizza, and then she was gonna vote, whatever that wait was. I was like, it'd probably be like 20 minutes. And then drive back home, eat, and then do the stream. I fucking wish I waited. You want to know why? She had no fucking weight whatsoever. So I planned all this shit, and then she had no weight.
Of course.
She was in and out in a second. I was like, this motherfucker. So, yeah, my election day was chaos. And all the people that showed up to the stream were psychos. Because like they were telling me shit, and like there are people being like, oh well, did you hear that they just dropped off these like sketchy ballots in Philly? And I'm just like,
not again.
Yeah, not but then again. I looked at it and it's like, no, those were like the secure vehicles to like compile everything and then drive it back.
Drop boxes, which I don't think should exist. I think that it should be much more like, because I mean, like, you don't want what happened in Washington to happen.
Yeah. Well, people could just like fucking firebomb it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so like, it's safe, secure, and free.
Yeah. No, it was very much. Also,
that sounds chaotic. At least there was pizza.
I will say this: Scimitar just sent me something on Discord, and I'm going to share it with the classroom.
So, real quick, while you do that, my voting was super easy and simple. I voted absentee ballot for the very first time in my life. I was really kind of nervous about it because I was just like, this isn't going to work. I don't think this is going to work. I don't have faith in this. I requested it. I had to request it by mail. They sent it to me by mail. I sent it back. And it was like, they have a thing on their website that says ballot received. And it was grayed out. And I was just like, all right, when is this going to turn green? When is this going to turn green? The day before the election, it turned green. It said ballot style is good. And so I was like, cool, awesome. I was really nervous about that.
See, but I like in my head, they could just like hit that button regardless.
I know.
You know, like I just don't trust it. But like if I physically put my
it in
ballot
the
in the machine, I'm like, I did it. I got the confirmation. So I got my fucking. Want to know how I know? Want to know how I know? Fucking Dalton.
Because I got a sticker.
Got a fucking sticker, man.
Yep.
By the way, this is what Scimitar just sent me to all the liberals saying they're going to kill Trump supporters. Y'all do realize we have guns. First off, yes, we are the ones with the pews. Santa came out as Republican on election night, which was funny as shit.
Dude,
did you see that?
Dude, did you see that I was on the nice list?
Oh, I didn't see that you made the nice list. That's awesome.
I made the nice list today.
Oh,
Santa
that's
said
sick.
that I was on the nice list, dude.
That's sick. That's sick.
I
love it. I was like, I love you, Santa. I was just like, I fucking love you, dude. Because I love he's like, guys, I wear red. It's been apparent for years. I'm like, greatest thing ever.
Trolling everyone. No, I love how like during the election when states were going red, he was like, "Oh, Florida, nice list. Oh, Pennsylvania, nice list.
All of the states that
New York,
fucking
naughty list. California, naughty list.
Exactly. Oi, read my shit. Grim says for the stream. What is this?
Oh, he did send me something. Hold on, let me play it first. Oh, it's just
okay. Guess who's back. Guess who's back. Hold on,
I can play it because you're there.
It's so it's not a link though.
Is it freaking TikTok?
It is a clip that is from TikTok that has been downloaded.
Man,
so I'm not sure if that can share.
Don't
Okay, so I
share
can
TikTok links.
also share my audio. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Tell me if you can hear it.
Yep.
See, I've heard this one, but there's been ones that are like way better
produced. Yeah.
Yeah. Why Bing? What are the lyrics on this one? See, these are just the ones where they like take like a clip of somebody said and then just make it into the lyric, right? Which is talent. Like that's difficult.
Yeah, that's time consuming.
Yeah, it's time consuming.
Unless you have like a really good AI to do it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like all the AI ones are like totally new lyrics that are just like made up and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you see The View?
Yeah, I saw some of the meltdowns of The View.
Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yep. It was funny because on election night, everybody was just like, so I haven't seen The View in years. What time and what channel does it come on?
I don't even know. I couldn't tell you what channel it's on.
Same. It's like, I'll see the clips. I'm not going to tune in.
Yeah, no. It's,
oh, man. So funny.
Yeah.
So absolutely funny. So did you notice anything about the last election compared to this election and I don't know every other election in the last I don't know since like
other than how hard I came no.
Well, here, let me share my screen real quick because I saw this.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the numbers. You're talking about the numbers. Yeah, I have seen this.
Doesn't it?
So I actually saw this. Now, Joe Rogan had even pulled this up, and so did Tim Pool.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both doing it like during the fact. And they pointed out that like, hey, these numbers are still coming in, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
What did they end up being totals?
Like 71, I think. Here, give me a second because I've got the tab open. So far, 74,184,341 votes for Trump, 291,882 votes for Kamala.
Okay, so Kamala's right about a little, so right at the 70 line. Yep. And Trump is right below the 75 line then.
Yes.
Really does beg the question then, where did all those fucking votes come from?
Where did the...
Because that means that Trump kind of got around the same that he got in 2020 then. Exactly. How many votes did he get in 2020?
It's a good question. Yeah, give me a second. 270.
All right, while you look that up, I'm gonna go fucking pee.
Yeah. I think you can still hear me. So that's live results. I don't want that. I want previous years. Why are you being difficult? Should not be that hard. I don't want this year's. Oh, no. Everything's 2024. I know there's a way. It's not 270 to win. Do you guys know what other site? Hold on. Here, election 2020. There we go. I'll just Wikipedia it. I know they have a thing. So popular vote, Joe Biden got 81,283,501 votes. Trump got 74,223,975 votes. So yeah, Trump is he's around where he has been. And then from the 2016 election, Trump got 62 million votes, about 63 if you round, and Hillary got about 66 if you round. So he definitely did better his 2020 run for sure. He did his best, I think, in 2020 in terms of popular vote so far, because he's at 74. Actually, That might not be true anymore. Because he is now at 70. Actually, he's literally about the same, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 74 in 2020 and 74 in 2024.
Yeah.
So he's roughly about the same. But
it does call into question then, because I'm going to tell you this: that Biden was never liked. He was never loved. Obama was loved.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for him to have nearly 20 million more, right?
Yeah, well, so now it's more like 11 million, because it's like 70 million to 81 million, so about 11 million, I'd say.
No, I'm talking about between Biden and Obama's.
Biden and Obama. Yeah, let's go back. So in
Obama 2008, right?
We'll do 2008 and
2012. Yeah. Well, we have his 2012 numbers right there. 66 million.
What am I doing?
Right?
Give me a second. Let me just share my screen with you guys so that way you guys can see what I see.
Yeah. Do you see what I see?
So this is 2008 against McCain and Biden, or not Biden.
69 million. Yeah.
69 million. Nice. And then 59 million.
So he got 11, 12 million more. Biden did. I doubt that.
Obama did in 2008 than McCain.
No, I'm talking about Biden got.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was
more.
That.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, like, it's hovering around the 60 million mark, and then 2016, still, not 70 million yet, and then in 2020, you actually get Trump, who I don't know if he was the first president to break 70 million votes, but like that is definitely like 74 million votes is not like that's nothing to shy away from. That's very significant. But the fact that Biden somehow got 81 million votes.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm sorry, that doesn't. And also because there are those like graphs that show it, and then it's like a literal vertical line.
Yeah,
it's like.
And then Kamala only got 70 million. Where did the 11 million people who came out for Biden, apparently the most popular president ever?
I still think 70. I still think 70 million is too much for Kamala.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing. Exactly.
No matter
the math ain't mathing. Yeah. I don't trust it.
Kind of a weird one. Kind of a weird one.
Now, I will also say, I genuinely think that Trump and JD going on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that helped. I heard an interview, I can't remember exactly what it was from, but he was interviewing men in line and like young men, and he was like, "Hey, what drove you here? Like, why did you come to vote?" And they're like, "Honestly, I was on the fence, and then I heard Joe Rogan, and it wasn't necessarily what Trump said on Joe Rogan. It was the fact that Kamala refused to go on Joe Rogan that kind of sold it on me. Like she's not real enough to go on Joe Rogan. She's not real enough to be our president."
Yeah, like, if you can't handle 3 hours in a chair with a podcast host, what you're supposed to be able to handle high stress situations with Putin,
If you can't shoot the shit with Joe Rogan, you are not fit for office to negotiate, on behalf of America to other countries and stuff. Like, no. Like that's like the basic thing that you should be able to do as a public servant is just talk to people.
Yeah.
She can't even do that.
And it's not even just talk to people. It's she has an inability to
just be social.
Yeah, kind of. Like
I hate being social, but I'm way more social than she is.
Yeah, we're able to talk. Like you'll hop into a Discord call and talk with new people, and you'll be like, okay, cool. Like these people, I could vibe with. I don't think that Kamala can handle like. I don't, you know what? Here's the. I don't think she could handle like ordering pizza by herself. I think that would give her anxiety. Like I genuinely think she has to be drunk or like to do something, like to talk to people because she's wasted.
She definitely has a lot of. I think she has severe anxiety. I really think she does. I think, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else she could have other than just like, I mean, severe anxiety for sure. And I don't think, I think she was happy. I think she was probably happy when she lost.
I would agree. I still maintain
probably
that I think that she would be far happier outside of politics.
Yeah.
Like as far away from politics as possible. It's not for everybody, and it shouldn't be. It's not meant to be.
Sure. So you're vice president for 4 years, and then you have the opportunity to become president. I don't blame her for taking that opportunity, but like at the same time, she was definitely not ready. She was not the person. They should have had a primary that they couldn't. So,
yeah, yes to this comment, by the way. Agreed. I think her laughing is a coup for it's a cope.
It's a coping mechanism.
100%. Sure. It's because here's the thing, like I have social anxiety. For anybody who doesn't know I seem like a very outgoing person because I'm online and I'm able to do that like for whatever reason. In person,
it's a different thing.
Oh, totally different. I get social anxiety very badly. I don't like going to parties. I don't like groups. I don't like even going to like crowded areas. There's a reason I don't live in cities or near them.
Yep. I can relate.
When I get that kind of like anxiety, I will either shut down or I'll kind of like nervously like, I think what Kamala has is worse than what I experienced by like a huge margin.
Yeah.
And I think that she's just been put into a situation where
I don't think she handles pressure well. I don't think she handles pressure well. And she was obviously a lot of pressure was on her to win. And just the responsibility. I think she just was way too much anxiety for her.
Yeah, I also have Mordrick.
I think it was very obvious to the American people.
Mordrick was like, I still love how that one racist old black lady was going on about how she raised $1 billion. It's like, here's the thing. That means fuck all.
He's in debt $20 million. Did you see that?
$20 million. So the Kamala campaign is apparently in debt $20 million, which gives you a very good indication of what the next 4 years would have been like.
Yeah, if her campaign can't manage their finances correctly.
Yeah.
Oof.
So then there's no business being president with how much debt we have.
Yeah, she outspent Trump like
huge margin.
Considerable number. And Trump still won by a considerable number,
which is insane. Like, because also what that says is that money doesn't always typically, but doesn't always rule politics, which is good.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can only polish a turd so much. You can only throw money at a turd so much before people are like, "Hey, this smells."
Well, now, also, you have one of the campaign promises. I believe that the Trump campaign had said is he wants to get rid of the ability to lobby,
which would be, I think, you definitely can't. You shouldn't be able. I agree with Vivek because this is where I got it from. Vivek said you should not be able to, if you worked in the government, you should not be able to lobby to the government or on behalf of the government for at least 10 years, preferably never, ever again, but preferably 10 years after you leave office.
I don't think at all.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
I think I don't see the argument against it, just like I don't see like the argument against like voter ID, right? Like I don't see, because when you actually get into it, the only actual reason you don't want it is to commit fraud.
Right.
Like you can't go with the racism card because all you're being is the racist saying that apparently minorities can't get IDs. So it's like
not a good look.
The same thing goes for like, I don't see what the argument is against lobbying. I don't see what the argument is against banning insider trading for Congress. Right. I don't see where a lot of these arguments come from other than from a point of we just want to cheat, And so it's like, can we just like, if the answer defaults to we just want to cheat, can we just like ban that thing?
I feel like that's pretty reasonable. I feel like it's pretty obvious and simple. Yeah.
I think it. Yeah. And also we need term limits. We need a lot of things. Here's the thing. I don't anticipate Trump getting everything he wants done.
I don't think we're going to win everything, but if we can win a majority of the things that are on the to-do list, man.
I think that even if you get like a third would be huge if it's the right third.
If it's the right, the right priorities within that third. Yes. Yep.
And that's kind of where I'm at, is like, as long as the priorities are covered, I'm fucking stoked.
Yep.
But absolutely. I just want to make sure that those priorities are what they're focusing on.
I have faith. I have faith that this administration is going to be much different than the first one.
Yes, I agree, because this administration isn't fucking retarded.
And I mean, he has people ready to go basically day one.
How do you feel about Pompeo?
Time? No, never.
Okay, I
get him as far away from Trump as possible.
Yes, I agree.
That dude is toxic. He's bad. No.
People are asking, where is Shell? Shell has a job, and therefore, as somebody who has a job, she is either sleeping or eating or at that job. I think probably sleeping at this point. I'm just being honest, by the way.
I have not heard from her all day, so I would imagine sleeping.
I would hope
she works after, right? She works late.
I believe it's like 1 a.m. till like, sleeping. I would hope that she's sleeping. I hope she's sleeping, and I want everybody in the Discord to leave her love, please.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. This is like what, our second or third show without her, and it.
Well, she came by, but she was like late, and she had a migraine. She was like, I'm just going to like kind of hang back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Grim says Shell is sleeping. There you go. Yeah.
You definitely feel the vibe different when Shell's not here. That's for sure.
Well, you don't have the banners going on, cussing us out, fucking making fun of us.
Right.
So I mean, it is different, but at the same time,
she's got a job.
She's got her. Just like, here's the thing. Like, I put out a video today on X, and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry that I haven't really posted any videos, but this week has been," and I explained to you before we started streaming, my work week's been fucking nuts. But also, in the time that I have not been engaging in work, I've been engaging in coitus.
Priorities.
Celebrate. There are priorities, everybody. So, it's like real life does have to come first. And also, like, after this election, I just needed like a bit of time to decompress. And honestly, with the whole like work thing, I haven't really had that time yet.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that like after tomorrow's gig, I'm going to come home. I'm just going to like just do fuck all. Just nothing. I want a potato, man. I want to be a potato. Be a baked potato.
Right. Man, I'm just thinking about this election. So we obviously won the presidency, which I think it's funny that New York Times isn't calling Nevada or Arizona yet.
Yeah.
For Trump, when it's obvious that it's Trump. There's a couple of House elections that are still kind of working its way, trying to figure out who won and everything, still trying to tabulate everything. And so that's interesting. I think there's a couple of Senate seats. I think Kerry Lake is one of them in Arizona.
Kerry Lake, the numbers apparently, she still has a path to victory, but that one's going to be very close.
I think so. And I think that the remaining ballots that they have to count are primarily in like things that are red counties and stuff, red areas. So it's likely going to lean her way, if you had to guess. And the numbers are still there for her to win. So that's why they haven't called it yet.
Kunz, whatever it is.
Kunz lost. He lost. Dude,
okay, because I remember on election night when we were watching it, I was like, oh, that's close.
Nah, he lost. And then Josh Hawley won. And so the Senate Majority Leader race, have you heard anything about that?
I've heard some names floated.
Yep. So I think 3 are in the running right now.
Yeah, but the one person that I really want it to be just to spite McConnell is Rand Paul.
Absolutely, everybody wants Rand Paul, dude.
I want Rand Paul. So
but I'll show you this. So this was posted by Mike Lee, who's a senator. But
I love Mike Lee, base Mike Lee.
Exactly. It was either Ron Paul or Rand Paul, not Ron, although Ron, Rand Paul or Mike Lee for me.
Yeah.
But it looks like out of all this, it's these three that are it's going to come down to, and I believe the vote is next Wednesday.
Yeah, no, John Cornyn can go fuck himself. John Thune can go fuck himself. Honestly, not really a big fan of Rick Scott either.
But he seems like the better of the three.
Oh,
and
he's
way more allied with Trump.
John Cornyn is herpes.
Yeah.
John Thune is also herpes. Rick Scott is gonorrhea. Yes, you can cure it, but it's still gonna make your dick do weird shit.
Come on, Rand Paul. We need you to come in.
You need Rand Paul to come in and just be a healthy penis. It's what we need, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. Rand Paul, Rand Paul, I'd love. I would love Mike Lee.
Mike Lee would be great.
Because Mike Lee, Justin Amash when he was in was great.
That's actually one thing I want to check real quick because that was another Senate seat that I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So so he ran. What was it? It was it Minnesota?
Scimitar? Yes, Scimitar. Yes, Scimitar. Sorry,
it wasn't Minnesota. Hold on.
Everybody, post an eggplant in the chat if you agree that we need a healthy penis.
Michigan. So let me share my screen real quick. So Mike Rogers is the guy who primaried Justin Amash.
Yep.
Mike Rogers is, I believe, former, what was it, CIA? I want to say CIA. Something about that.
So.
Basically neocon. A lot of people did not trust that. However, he won. He was endorsed by Trump. I don't think that was a smart endorsement, but it is what it is. Mike Rogers, it looks like he lost. Unless this check mark is saying that this is the incumbent. I don't think it is. I think it's saying that Mike Rogers lost. But look how close that was.
Yeah, he lost, but I just typed it in, typed his name in.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Fox News 2 hours ago, U.S. Rep. Mike Rogers being considered for Secretary of Defense under Trump.
God, no. Bad
Keep
Trump.
This man away.
Bad Trump. Bad Trump. Bad Trump. I can't say that enough. Bad Trump. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wait, is this a different Mike Rogers?
God, I hope so.
This might be different. This is an East Alabamian.
Yeah, this guy is from. I actually think that I want to say one of the things that everybody was had a problem with this Mike Rogers was that he wasn't. Maybe I read that he wasn't necessarily from Michigan, but he was running in Michigan. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Not good. Not good if that's the alternative. I'd much rather have him as a senator than SecDev. No, thank you.
So this one is... So Michael J. Rogers is Michigan.
Okay.
This guy is a different Mike Rogers. This is the Alabama Mike Rogers. U.S. Rep. Mike Rogers are Alabama. So it's a different Mike Rogers. It's not the same one. I don't know anything about the either Mike Rogers other than I don't like neocons.
Yep, neocons are a big problem. They should be nowhere near the second Trump admin. And
thank you, chat, for all of the penises. I love how Jesse Bear just gives look at all the dicks.
I love how that's the emoji. That's just the emoji now.
What are the coincidences of the same name? Well, Mike is a very popular name, and Rogers is also a very common last name. It's like John Smith. How many John Smiths are there? A lot.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. There's more people with the same name interested in the same things than you think. So, like I work for a company, and in our database we have people who register to buy a product that we offer. I don't want to get too much into what I do.
Yeah.
However, but there's so many times where I have to go in and correct our database so that somebody with the same exact first name and last name can also be inserted into that database. It's so weird. It's super weird. But yeah, a lot of people have the same first and last name. And also what I found is they're sometimes interested in the same things. And it's like super weird.
Okay, I'm gonna show something. Don't worry. We're good.
Are we? Are we
Yeah.
good? I mean,
No,
Trump won, so we are good. So.
No, but I'm just saying we're good with the Mike Rogers thing.
Okay, good.
And the reason we're good for Mike Rogers is it's totally different dude.
Okay.
So this is the guy that is being considered. He is a 6th generation East Alabamian. He is a conservative, a Christian, married to his wife, blah, blah, blah. But he is apparently like just a dude. Like,
he is not running for Senate. I just want to confirm that Mike Rogers is not currently running for Senate.
This one is already in Senate. Alabama is a U.S. representative. He's Congress. So he's a congressman already. Mike Rogers, the one that we're thinking of that's a piece of shit, is this guy. I'm going to show you. This is piece of shit, Mike Rogers.
No. I don't know.
That's Michigan Mike Rogers.
Okay.
That's Michigan Mike Rogers. This is...
God, I hate people with the same name.
This fucking sucks. This is just dude Mike Rogers.
Oh, that's definitely a different Mike Rogers.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is a totally different dude. Like, I want you to understand, they're not the same man.
All right, now look on Liberty Score and see what his Liberty Score
I will
is.
see. I'm gonna actually check that out. Liberty Score.
Not that that's
Mike
perfect or anything.
Rogers,
It'll give us an indication.
Let's see. Mike Rogers. Not horrible, not great. Average House Republican, 73%.
Okay.
Not horrible. His lifetime score is 68%. The things that he's bad on or supplemental security for Ukraine, combined foreign aid bills, and bypass accountability on individual bills. So that's a neocon position. He did vote for the warrant requirement amendment, which is good. So he did not vote for the Patriot Act.
That's a thumbs up.
That is a thumbs up. Thumbs down is 6-bill minibus, which is for the Consolidated Appropriations Act. So he voted for the minibus. He voted for the other minibus. He voted for the conference report to the National Defense. So he did vote for the conference report to the NDA.
One thing I wish that Trump would do, I wish he would come out and say, I'm not signing any bills or anything that's more than like 6 pages long and that's not in plain, clear English that the everyday American can read and understand. If we had a president that was like that and single subject bills, like, that'd be awesome.
By the way, Heritage gave him a 51%.
Ooh, okay.
And you ready for this? The ACLU, this is the one that lets you know whether or not this is the true one. You ready? 11%. So he's good in my book. He's at least okay in my book.
Yeah, 90% decent, 10% bad. All right.
It ends the 35-year-old sentencing disparity between crack and powdered cocaine. Apparently, that's an ACLU thing. And okay, he supported that. Apparently, they liked that. Provide pregnancy accommodations for workers. He voted against it. Okay, and I see nothing wrong with that. Sorry, Dalton and I are tisming now. We're just making sure that
what we do, like on a podcast. We just we kind of do this sometimes.
Yeah, it's well, here's the thing. Different Mike Rogers. That's what we need to know, right?
I don't know. Yeah, still a little fishy. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see who he staffs in his cabinet.
It's going to be interesting who he staffs in his cabinet. It's going to be interesting who, because obviously it's not just going to be Elon Musk and Ron Paul and
I don't think they're going to hold a cabinet position. I don't know exactly what they're going to do.
No, but I'm interested to see who else they pull in, because that's meant to be an external kind of thing, right?
There's so many things.
I don't know how they're going to set it up. The Department of Government Efficiency. I don't know how it's going to be set up, but either way, I'm curious to see who else is going to be involved in that. I'm curious to see where Vivek is going to be within.
If anything, I would imagine, because Elon, of course, this dude does so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of seems impossible that he's just one guy and doesn't have a twin somewhere.
He has cocaine blood.
Yeah, he's for real. It's just natural cocaine is in his body.
Cocaine blood, yeah.
Yep. No, I would not be surprised if they put Vivek in charge of whatever Elon Musk is behind and Trump workout. I would not be surprised if they put Vivek, because he's very I listened to him and Tucker today. They released an episode, and he was really pushing home or driving home the fact that he was very passionate about ending the administrative state, cutting the federal jobs. He was very passionate about that.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
really quick, I just want to address something because Grim keeps on DMing me. Yeah, Alex Jones standing there saying he accepts something that Trump did not fucking post.
Does not mean he was offered it.
Does not mean he was offered it. He was just saying in that case, and that was from Don Jr., and it was said as an offhanded kind of, haha, that'd be funny.
Like, imagine how scared people would be, like, legitimately. If
so I also
secretary.
So I think the meme would be great. Yes, there's no legitimacy to it. I just want you to understand
I would
that.
support it. But most people would not.
I would support it for the memes alone.
For the memes, yes.
For the fucking memes, I would support it immediately.
Everything. For all of the... Just imagine Alex Jones saying something just like...
So listen here.
So hearing how the media reacts to it.
You're all a bunch of lying sacks of shit. You're demons. All right, we know.
He would not hold back.
He would not hold back. It would be fucking
Imagine
great.
Take his shirt off in the middle of a briefing.
I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I would love it, but I'm just saying that
Trump walks in like he's ready to give a statement, and Alex Jones is there shirtless, and he's like, "Oh, hi, Mr. President," you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, to be hilarious.
Yeah, but that was Trump Jr., and he was offhandedly saying something would be funny. It was not meant to be serious.
It would be funny.
It would be funny. It'd be fucking great. What I would really love is I would love to see somebody that, how would I put it? Has zero fucking filter. Being aggressive. I want somebody who is sharp.
The opposite of what we have now.
Tony Hinchcliffe, press secretary.
Literally roasting every
roasting
reporter.
them.
It's like they ask a stupid question. He's just like, oh, okay, we're going to roast. No holdbacks.
Did you see that he actually, that Joe Rogan called him live on the show? And he was just like, he's like, yeah, man, I'm fucking really happy.
I don't think anybody's happy.
And he's like, boom, more
won.
Puerto Ricans voted for him this time than ever before. Fuck you all.
Yeah, I think he was probably very relieved when he won.
I bet. He's so funny though.
And Puerto Rico got a Republican governor, I hear. I heard that. I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what I heard. I didn't fact check it, so I'm not trying to spread misinformation, guys, but that's what I heard.
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure.
I trust X more than I trust the legacy media, which I did not hear from.
I'd agree with you, but also like you need a source confirmation still.
Yeah.
You just can't be source.
I guess we're being lazy right now. We can easily.
You know what, Dalton? Just I'll be your source. It's cool.
So, is this true or false?
Yes.
Okay.
Confirmed. I don't fucking know. We could easily check. By the way, can I just say that I fucking adore just scrolling X and every other post is a liberal crying video, and it just makes me so happy because it's a different one every time. It's never the same video.
My Facebook is even worse. You log into my Facebook and you just see all my friends who are liberal. They're not happy. It's funny because during election, like when this was all going down and like the moment like we found out Trump won, I went on Facebook and it was dead. Like it was just like, this is such a dead zone. Like it's not even funny. And I was just like, all right, I'll check back in the morning. And then I check back in the morning. It's like, oh yeah, now they realize.
I'm just so fucking happy, but at the same time, like, have you ever had something that like, because we were like leading up to this, right?
Yeah.
For so fucking long.
For a long
and then it
time.
happens, and then it just happens. And then you're just kind of like, I don't know what to fucking do.
Right?
Like, I don't know, like, what to fucking, like, say.
Like,
I'm
we
just
waited
like...
4 years for this moment, and it finally happened, and we're like...
And not just happen, but happen on, like, a level that many people did not think possible.
Like a landslide. Yeah. Like, I thought it was going to be way closer.
Yeah, and so did I. I honestly thought it was going to be close enough that they were going to contest states. That's what I thought.
Jesse,
you know
you and I know the same people because this is exactly what my Facebook looks like. Literally, like word for word. This is what my Facebook looks like.
So I'm gonna really quick. I'm just gonna log into my Facebook. Let me just take a look. I actually haven't logged in it in quite a while. So other than Marketplace. So
yeah.
Let me see what goes on.
For audio only, Jesse Bear says, my Facebook is full of people saying to unfriend them and crying that women have no rights anymore. Literally what my Facebook says. Yeah, it's wild. We must know the same people.
Okay, so let me see. This is one of my wife's family members saying happy 13th birthday to their kid.
Republican woman won the governor for Puerto Rico.
Okay. There you go. Hopefully they fix that shit up.
Except says Party Alliance. It's weird. It says party. I don't know how Puerto Rico's government is structured.
Like ours.
Kinda, but it's kind of
weird. They just don't have electoral votes.
But like here, let me share my but like
share your screen. I haven't seen a single pro or anti post on mine.
It's literally Alliance Republican, but Party New Progressive. It's like,
okay. Political party in Puerto Rico that advocates statehood. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're a statehood party. Okay.
Yeah. All right, but if we give them statehood, would that lean Democrat or Republican?
So their affiliation being Republican, being that they want to. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, based on the information we have, she wants statehood, and she's a Republican.
Well, yeah.
You want to know what's on my Facebook right now?
You could
people are talking about guns.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
Would anybody like to buy a 4-wheeler? I don't know. This is one of my groups I'm in. Okay, here we go. How would you go about fixing this? And it is a bunch of their flooring is problematic.
How many friends do you have on Facebook? Like, just rough estimate.
Like 1,200, something like that.
Oh, that's way more than me. Yeah, I've got like 300 because I don't like accept any friend requests from people I don't know.
My friend Nat posted a picture, says my friend and colleague and I flipping off the central bank in Prague.
All right.
Robert. Okay, cool. Sure. So let's see. This person. Okay, that's just one of the groups I'm in. Let me see. I don't use Facebook, so apologies. This is somebody complaining about Amazon and FedEx. Okay. Yeah, so apparently my Facebook is not y'all's Facebook.
You surround yourself by more people who are more towards your values. I'm from New York.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my Facebook looks like that.
So one of my friends just shared this because swing state. You ready?
It is funny because I will say this real quick. I really like my friends that are on Facebook. I just don't agree with them. That's it.
Fair. That's fair.
But like
you don't
they're
have
like
to agree with like my
for-
best friend is
Right.
not a Republican.
Right, but like,
You know,
they're, like, they are crazy to the point where it's like, if you voted for this scum, delete me, unfriend me. I never want to talk to you again. It's just like, stop it.
Wow. Yeah.
Stop it. You're ruining a lot of friendships if you truly believe that way. Stop it. And like, it's dumb.
This was one of my friends, swing state. No more text messages. No more phone calls. No more postcards in the mail. Tomorrow, the commercials end. Tomorrow, it's only a day away. so that should give you. They just don't. You know, it's just more like, hey, it's over. I haven't seen anything that's actually been like pro or necessarily anti, other than maybe flipping off a central bank, but that could be just politically neutral, to be honest.
Yeah. Jesse Bear says, we can disagree and still be friends. Well, Jesse, I disagree, but I'll still be your friend.
God, I hate you.
Yeah, I know. It's really lame. It's really lame. But no, I agree. I agree with her.
Yeah, and like I do agree with that. I think that that's a sensible way to be. Is like, we're allowed to have disagreements, but at the same time, it's like, I can tell you this, like, my best friend is not a Republican. I would call him like a liberty-minded leftist, right?
Okay.
Like, he has some liberty beliefs, but at the same time, he believes, in things that I disagree with. Like, he believes in socialized medicine to a degree. He believes in, further prison reform than I do, right? He believes in a bunch of like social programs needing proper funding that I believe shouldn't exist at all, right? But at the same time, he believes that the drug war is an absolute failure, believes in the Second Amendment, also fucking believes, that illegal immigrants should fucking come here legal. Like, there's a responsible side to him as well. He's not a complete loon.
Right.
But the most important thing isn't what he believes. It's the fact that he can talk about things that he believes and that others believe and why.
Right.
Without immediately going to fuck you.
Yeah.
That's the more important piece.
Yeah. I have a friend, my best friend. Before 2020, he was definitely on the left. And I remember we would have debates and arguments and everything. Like, we never really talked about politics unless we were like really willing to. And I remember there was times where we would be talking and he was just like, no, you're fear mongering. That doesn't happen. Blah, blah, blah.
And then you showed him.
And then we would because we were like FaceTiming each other, and then he would hang up because he's so mad and whatnot. And it's just like, sometimes he would be yelling so much that I would hang up. Like, it was just like a thing. And then I remember, the whole entire Black Lives Matter thing happened. George Floyd happened. And I remember him posting the black square and everything. And I was just like, oh, that's so lame. And I remember maybe about
you're lame. Fuck you.
2 weeks later, I remember he sends me a DM and he's just like, I don't think Black Lives Matter is what people think it is. I'm like,
whoa, really?
Tell me more. And he was just like, yeah, I'm seeing this. And he tells me what he's seeing and everything. I'm like, I think you're starting to get it. And then like he slowly started to come around, and like it was funny because I remember talking to him about politics, and like he slowly started agreeing with me on a lot of things. He's like, I'm opening my eyes, and like there was an enlightenment moment. And then he was just like, I think I'm going to vote for Trump this year. And this is back in 2020. Like, are you? Do it.
So what happened?
and then the whole entire last 4 years, he's just like, oh yeah, this is bad. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Trump.
And then when Trump got shot, I saw a post and he openly posted about this. He's like, I'm voting for Trump.
just dead ass was like, fuck this. I'm not hiding it anymore.
I'm like, good for you, dude. Good for you.
Take a look at that.
Trump. I saw this. Yep. Because
they didn't. We may have seen things, Dalton.
Yeah,
we do not know if ever. We are perpetually terminally online.
You're talking directly to me, bud. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking to the fucking chat here. Okay, we're talking to our viewers, our listeners. For the audio only people, breaking: Trump reportedly plans to withdraw U.S. from the Paris Climate Pact, which is fucking fantastic news.
Yeah. He did that in his first term, right? And then after he left, they brought it. They rejoined.
They rejoined, but at the same time, it's disastrous. It's the dumbest fucking thing to have all of the Western nations have to sacrifice our ability to operate and our citizens to be able to utilize energy sources that are independent of some world government bullshit, while you have China and India and all these other fucking countries burning more fossil fuels than they ever fucking have. Like, you could take all of Europe combined and you still haven't hit those two together. Fuck you. You know, it's like, fuck you. Eat my entire butthole, France. Fuck you, Paris. Actually, don't, because you guys are nasty.
I do not hate the chat now. I love you guys. I literally just waved at you guys.
No, Dalton loves the chat. Dalton loves the chat. He just hates the poors.
There's a difference. You guys aren't that poor.
By the way, Thomas Massey, for anybody who doesn't know, I love Thomas Massey. He's one of the few politicians that I would say is like a true liberty conservative, right? He's more libertarian than anything else, but whatever.
Yeah.
He's also a genius. He's an MIT genius. So
he
that's
really
fun.
is. Listening to his episode on Tucker Carlson, he starts geeking out about things, and I'm just like, I'm following half of what he's saying because I'm a geek myself, but then like he Googles me in the other half, and I'm just like, I love this. You know?
So he says, with control of the White House, the Senate, the House, and most of the state governments, can we finally quit changing the damn clocks twice a year? Yes, please. Please. Eliminate daylight savings time. It is a waste of money.
Yep.
It is an absolute waste of money. He's completely based.
Yep.
He is completely based. I fucking adore it. I like, if you want to know my politics, him.
Yeah.
There you go. In a nutshell.
Yep. Roughly.
Yeah. Maybe like one or two disagreements here or there. Yeah.
You ever take a couple things? Him. Yeah.
Him.
That's fair.
Like I want him to be president someday. Like, genuinely, I would love for him to run. I don't think he ever will.
I don't think he ever will, but that's kind of why that kind of like it's the
makes
person
him all the better.
Yes, the person who doesn't want to be president is probably going to be a better president
than the people who want to be president.
The people who are just like, I will do anything to be president.
The most dangerous people on the planet are the ones who seek power.
Yeah.
So no, Thomas Massey is so good. Like, seriously, like, if you guys, I know like not everybody here is on X, but make sure like you follow politicians, even ones you disagree with. And the reason I say that is because you want to see what they're all fucking saying and lying about. But in Thomas Massey's case, you just want to see what the government's doing, because he will outline it for you. And he's not outlining it like, this is what I'm seeing. No, he will fucking give you the source and the document. And then he will also show a picture of him wearing like, he made a pin that has the national debt that is a nuclear fucking times clock that is on his fucking chest.
It is
like,
so beautiful.
The man is so fucking good. So fucking
He's awesome.
Good.
No.
Yeah.
Like, it's very impressive how impressive he is.
Yeah, no, it's a disgusting level of intelligence, you know, like Elon Musk heightened sense of intelligence, but with like other things as well, like not just hyperfixated.
Definitely that same kind of thing.
Vibe.
Yep.
Yeah, that same level of tism.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the same similar autism, similar like IQ, I'd even say.
Like, he has patents for all types of different things that he's invented. He's an inventor. Like, he tinkers with things when he's not in Congress. Like, he built a chicken coop that basically like automatically like roams his yard, more or less. And it's like, it's so cool. Like, he actually like did the circuitry on a printable circuit board and everything. Like, it's very impressive. And it's mind-blowing. Like, the dude's awesome. And
I sent you something. I'm not sure if we could share it on YouTube.
He won his election by a landslide.
Well, he was also unopposed.
He literally voted for himself, and he's like, it's unofficial, but I think I won.
I think that's so funny. I saw leading report was like, breaking. It's like Thomas Massey wins his re-election. And I'm just like, yeah, because there was nobody running against him. Yeah. Do you see what I sent you?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Do you think we can play that?
I don't know. I think you can. I think you can because yes, while he is banned, you can still have him on as a guest. So as long as you play, like you can probably play a clip of him, and you're not going to get
because
hurt.
that was my because I know
Tim had him on his show on Timcast before,
but he recently said that he's had issues with that they've
if
had
you want
to
if you want to play it safe, we don't have to play it, but you can probably explain it. It's really funny.
You know what? Fuck it. Play it. I'm gonna go grab a non-lemonade drink.
All right, dude, I'll play it, but yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen. But if anything happens, blame Tack. All right, you guys ready?
I'm now going to start talking about the circuit murder.
Not your beautiful hair.
Put me in a cab. This is a new Alexis Jones. Oh, do it. Oh, God.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Oh, God, he's going to kill me. Put me in a cab. Oh, God, Trump's doing it. Trump's shaving my head. I'm giving up my beautiful hair.
I love how dramatic he
my
is.
beautiful. Oh, God, he's going to kill me.
While other networks lie to you about what's happening now.
All right, that's all I'm going to play from that. And you guys are tizzing me out about the chair, so I removed the chair from the stream. So, no chair for you guys. How about that? The tactical chair. It's a new chair. Like, him and I kind of have similar chairs, but definitely not. Like, they're definitely red. Like, that's cool. Or is this orange? This is orange? I think this is orange. Yeah, it's orange. Boo this man. All right, fine. Here. There you go. 3, 2, 1. That's all you guys get. I'm a we want the chair, you poor hater. I'm a chair hater, not a poor hater. Bring back the chair. Uh-oh, there's
You're
that.
torturing them all.
I am. I really am.
It's orange, by the way.
It is, yeah.
It is orange.
I'm Gage keeping the chair. Dude, what is up with your chat in the chair? Like, what is
They
up
love
with
my
that?
chair. The chair knows all, Dalton. Have you not heard the wisdom of the chair?
What was that?
You don't know the wisdom of the chair?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm getting a call from a friend from Instagram.
Put him on.
I don't know how to turn this off. Hold on.
I don't know how to do it. Yeah, he did. He did. I would never take tack chair from you. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. It's beautiful, right? You have a respawn too? So this one's not a respawn. I'm not using a respawn anymore. My respawn one finally broke. This one is a DX Racer.
I gotta tell people that I'm doing a podcast so they don't call me in the middle of doing a podcast.
Gotta put your camera back on, buddy.
I know it's my phone is kind of weird, so I'm waiting for it to
Like reboot it.
It's I don't know. It's like it goes weird when people call me. There we go. Yep, it's fixed. All right, give me a second.
All right.
And
Jesse says, "Don't ever let him do that to us again."
I am the captain now. You listen to me. I'm the captain.
Well, I mean, I showed them the chair. I still technically have the respawn chair. It's just so mine was the micro mesh one, and what ended up happening was some of the micro mesh started fraying, but the armrests were memory foam kind of.
Okay.
And I guess with just enough like movement on them, like that just minor movement, it finally like cracked a little bit of it. And then it just started tearing up. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's time to.
Yeah, new chair time.
Yeah, new chair time.
Yep.
So I'll probably. I don't like this one as much.
At least they love the chair. They love the chair way more than you do. Is that what I'm hearing?
They love the chair. Well, they missed the respawn chair. Respawn chair was wiser. Yeah. No, the wisdom of the chair shall not be questioned. Ever.
Interesting. This is like really the first time I'm hearing about how awesome the chair is. So sorry guys, I tortured you, but it is what it is.
Oh, so the reply, the thing that I said with the FA, the special word that means bundle of twigs, that one. That one was because the FBI wrote on fucking X that FBI statement on offensive and racist text messages.
All that.
And yeah, that's what it was too.
So I think they were. It was funny because when I first read that, I was just like, that seems like a huge invasion of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think what's going on is there is a more or less a campaign of actual like text messages saying, hey, you are a slave. You have to report to duty, you know, at this place at this time. And it's just like, yeah.
Well, that's an obvious meme though, because you have people that are so stupid that they believe that now that Trump has been elected,
people are sending that in actual text form to people. So it's like, I don't know. We don't know exactly where it's coming from, but I think that's what the FBI was trying to say, but they were so vague in saying it that it was just like, what's going on? Like, what do you mean right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's fucking hilarious. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Also, can I just point something else out?
Yeah, go for it.
So, you know, the AP, right? Because I was using the AP because a lot of the like Decision Desk got their fucking Florida numbers so fucking wrong. You saw that?
I tweeted out, I go, 88 million people have already voted. And this was like halfway through the election. And like 4 or 5 minutes later, I'm like,
wait a minute.
On. I deleted it. And then I posted another one. I'm like,
I said, how the fuck is that? Like, while I was live, I was like, how is it that many?
I don't know. Like Florida had like 100 million people voting.
Yeah, that's what they said. It
was like 88, and it was just like, yeah, this is weird numbers, but okay. And that's when I started paying attention to the New York Times one a little bit more than Decision Desk.
AP for me.
AP, yeah. I had AP on my phone because it's integrated into the Apple News app. And Apple actually has a really cool thing where you can do like this live thing on any, like, doesn't matter where you are on your phone. You always see like what electoral count is. It was pretty cool. But yeah.
Well, so using that, right? Do you find it odd that they still haven't called fucking Nevada with 95% reporting?
Yep, that's a little weird.
And mind you, not just like 95% reporting, 95% reporting, and Trump is at 50.7 while Harris is at 47.4.
I don't think she's recovering from that.
No, and I think Arizona's way worse. It's Donald Trump is at 52.7, 46 is Harris, and that's at 81% reporting. Like, this is insane, right?
Yeah, everybody else has called it.
Yeah. But also, when are we going to get when are these house tallies going to be done?
It's a good point. I mean, even like the Senate, because the Senate vote for their Senate majority leader happens on Wednesday. What if none of these are finalized by Wednesday?
I don't know.
I would imagine they would have to delay it, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, something's weird. It's, you know, it's funny because like Florida had their stuff together after the 2000 election, you know, with the whole hanging chads and everything. They fixed their whole entire election system so it was fast and efficient and made sense, safe, secure. You know.
Now, was that a meme that they said? Was that a meme? Because I saw this election that Florida said, "Oh, we're counting our votes again just because we can."
Yeah, I think it was a meme because I don't think they counted.
I would hope not. Like, they shouldn't put their workers through that, but it is funny, you know.
Just because we can't, just to taunt you guys, we're gonna
just to taunt the other states to prove that we can count twice. Like, it's like
twice before you count once. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I will actually say, Pennsylvania, Georgia getting bomb threats. Like many, not just one like location. It was several. Many locations. Yeah, they have to take this seriously, evacuate them.
Yep.
Do a sweep. You know, that will hold things up.
Now, the Secretary of States of those states, I believe they said that it was originated from Russia. I don't know how true that is, because then it makes you think, like, is this Russia like 4.0 at this point?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, is this how they're gonna, oh, Russia helped him win?
I have a rule now that if they mention Russia, I automatically assume it's bullshit at this point.
Yeah,
like that's but that's the problem with them having lied about it.
So many times, yes, absolutely.
What position do we think that Vivek will get and should get? Ooh.
I think the best position for him to get would probably be Secretary of State, but I don't think he's going to get it.
I would like to see him as Secretary of State.
That would be awesome. I think he'd be
Commerce.
Really good at that.
I don't know. Like, here's the thing: he'd be good anywhere. It's just where would he be most effective?
Yeah, I don't know. If not a cabinet position, I think he should run for governor of Ohio. I think he should run for governor over taking the Senate, because that Senate seat is open, and the governor gets to appoint a person to that seat.
Yeah.
So theoretically, the governor could just appoint Vivek to that Senate seat, and he would fill then the remaining term that Vance was there for. Now, I saw earlier Grimm say Vance Vivek 2028. The issue with that is if Vivek runs for governor or Senate and he wins and he gets it, it's going to be a little bit hard, because there's a I think in the 12th Amendment there's a rule or whatever, a law that says that the president and vice president cannot be from the same state. So that creates an issue for the Vance Vivek potential ticket. So
yeah, it is in the 12th Amendment, by the way.
Yeah. So it's as awesome as I think that might be, I don't know that it's likely. But yes, I mean, I'm a Vivek guy over a Vance guy for sure. I think Vivek has the right mentality where he's like, we need to shut it down. And I think Vance is more sympathetic to the whole, we can, as long as we make them lean conservative, there's a chance we
can reform it.
Like,
and it's like,
no, we got to get rid of the nanny state. We got to get rid of it.
Yeah.
We got to gut it.
But I will say that also depends on which thing, because there are things that he does believe in abolishing. I will say that Vance, I wasn't because you and I both wanted Vivek.
He was a good pick.
As far as a second choice,
yes, he's a good pick.
He's a solid pick.
Yeah.
Still not my guy.
Yeah.
Like through and through. I do like him.
For him. I'm stoked that this is how it worked out and everything, but like,
I think he's performed unbelievably well.
Huge upgrade from Pence. Huge upgrade.
Well, not just that, he's hyper intelligent. He's very quick. He's very eloquent.
First millennial vice president this country's had.
Yep, and we can say vice president because he's the vice president elect now. Right. So he's going to be the vice president as a millennial. So that's fucking epic.
It's also funny because two things. Kamala was like, I will promise you guys joy, basically. Like, we're going to run a campaign of joy, and you guys are going to feel all the joy and everything. Trust me, we're feeling the joy now. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. The joy I felt last night.
Well,
amazing.
The entire week has been awesome of just how much they lost. Like,
all the joy.
C-SPAN, I was watching a clip, and they're like, Tim Walz, and they're like, former vice presidential candidate. And I was just like, that's so beautiful to read. Like, I read it a couple times. I'm like, I got to share that with people because they're going to love this too. And they did.
Elon's not eligible.
Unfortunately.
I
you can be in the cabinet and stuff. And
you can be in the cabinet. He just cannot hold office of president or VP.
He can't be elected to the office of president. Yep. It's a shame. He would have been pretty good. But I also don't know that he would. He's like one of those people who's like, I'm not interested in it unless it got bad enough to where I would have to be, Not
just that, but also I feel like he does more good in the private sector.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Dude, sending people to Mars, and like there's a very strong possibility we're gonna have people on Mars before the end of Trump's term.
I don't know about that.
I saw that they were talking about that. That was one thing that Elon
they just made the new rocket is apparently by a factor of like 10,000th uses that much less fuel. Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, Right. It's getting more efficient with every
more efficient,
iteration.
but I still think 2030 is when we're probably.
So the outline that Elon has laid out on X was in 2 years, they're going to send starships to Mars to see how well they do. If they do well enough, and if they are deemed safe enough, then the next 2 years, when Earth and Mars are close together, they're going to start sending people to Mars.
You also have to remember that there's the time that takes. There's also the time that it takes for that to get there, for them to make that analysis. I still think 2030.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's just I'm not overly optimistic, but I'm also not going to say it can't be done, because he's proven that he will do some fucking crazy ass shit like that. You know,
Elon, he is very ambitious, and I'm not going to bet against him. So if he says he says it's possible to get people on Mars by 2028, maybe.
Well,
that'd be incredible,
especially with those robots he's got now.
And Hill of Dirt is correct. 2030 is still insane to think about.
No, that's still I mean, come on, like we're talking 6 years from now. Yeah, so
insane.
I'm just saying two extra years on top of what you're, So yeah, 2030 is still ridiculous, but also like we're coming from a generation. Like I remember being a kid watching like the Jetsons, and you see like Rosie the robot. Well, Elon Musk has now made fucking Rosie a real thing, except it's not called Rosie.
Right.
You know, and then it's like, okay,
he is single-handedly making science. Well, maybe not single-handedly, but he is. He is largely making science fiction
reality.
Fiction. Yeah, or not fiction.
No, not fiction.
There we go. It's Friday. It's been a long day.
It's science fiction reality, but it's absolutely just nuts what he's capable of doing within the private sector, which is also why I'm very curious to see what he does in
the government.
The government, because he's not directly in it. He's affecting it.
You saw Trump kind of bring a little bit of that business mentality to the presidency, and we saw that it was actually like, hey, this actually kind of worked here and there, you know, for the most part. I think that
also Trump's a much bigger spender than Elon. Elon is much more like strip it to its bare essentials.
Yes.
And then make it run on as little as possible.
Yep.
And Trump isn't like that. Trump's like, make it a little flashy. You know, it's like, no, Elon's like, make it sleeping so we can carbon fiber. Like, you know,
Elon will spend money to like make it efficient, but also like if it involves making people have fun with it, he'll definitely do it. Trump is like, we need to make this look awesome before we can make it efficient. You know,
and gold and have my name on it. You know, it's like Elon's going to be like, no, I just want the app that allows you to vote in real time for issues to fart every time you click on it. You know,
it has to say Trump in gold letters.
Well,
capital big gold letters.
Capital big gold letters. But what was that app that RFK released? He released an app with Trump. It was like a public policy.
Yeah. We talked about it for a moment. I'm blanking on the name, but it was something like people. It was like policy for the people or something. I want to say, if I had to guess, policy for the people, something like that.
I'm looking on my phone. It's not showing
from the people.
It was. Wait, did I not do it on my app? Maybe I might not have done it as an app. RFK
website. Dude, I am not seeing. I know exactly what we talked about this before.
Yeah, I don't see it. Anybody know?
If anybody can decipher,
if anybody in the chat, know what we're talking about. Elon is an autistic Iron Man, by the way, 100%.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But also, I mean, Iron Man was an autistic Iron Man, so let's be real here. Daily Wire put out a report that FEMA was ordered to skip Trump supporters.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to talk about that. Totally forgot about that.
Let's talk about it.
Thank you. So, the Daily Wire. Let me
I'm
find
up Daily Wire right now.
Thank you. I shared this on my timeline. Let me see if I can. Yep, bam, got it. Daily Wire broke this
Order
news.
relief workers to skip houses with Trump signs. So this is according to a whistleblower, yeah?
Yep. So apparently FEMA had this and they sent it out, and it looks like in a group text. So 13 participants, crew 33, implement best practices. Not one goes anywhere alone. Avoid homes advertising Trump. Practice de-escalation and preventative measures. Communicate and follow the rules. Bring a towel with you tomorrow in the field. Frequent breaks and drink water. Avoid high salt diets and coffee. Coconut water is a fast way to replenish your electrolytes quickly. So it's like,
and fuck your kidneys in the process. But anyway,
yeah, but it's like avoid homes advertising Trump. Now,
okay.
imagine
I'm reading
Trump
the article.
Imagine Trump being in power, and there was people in his government saying avoid homes advertising
Biden or Kamala. Yeah,
right.
No, it would be all over.
That would
be the article. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Government employees told the government employees, so it's multiple whistleblowers, told the Daily Wire that at least 20 homes with Trump signs or flags were skipped from the end of October and into November due to the guidance, meaning they were not given the opportunity to qualify for FEMA assistance. Images shared with the Daily Wire show that the houses were skipped over by the workers who wrote in the government system messages such as Trump sign no entry per leadership. It's unclear whether or not the guidance was issued elsewhere in the country. The employees are part of the Department of Homeland Security Surge Capacity Force Team, meaning that they volunteered from other DHS agencies to help understaff FEMA as it dealt with the second major hurricane in the span of just a few weeks. So apparently this employee came forward because they said that they felt it's wrong to discriminate against Trump supporters when they were at their most vulnerable. So, okay, the employee's got a soul. Good. Thank you for coming forward. Burn every single fucking one of the people that made this policy.
Gel. Who? Yeah. Gel them.
Gel them.
Jail. You making fun of me right now? You making fun of me for how I'm saying jail.
Gel.
You shut up. Boom. Removed.
My wife gets gel tips on her nails. No, fire.
Yeah, fire them, arrest them.
There you go.
Try them.
Yes. I was saying fire, like throw them into a pit of it. That's my personal take. But, I'm also one that's very quick to anger if you haven't fucking realized. It's like, hey, that person deserves it. Light them on fire. Yeah, I'm not one for prison. I don't believe that we should, fucking utilize taxpayer dollars to, continuously fund the lifestyle and lives and survival of people that advocated for your own death.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my personal
borderline treason, right? If you're so the government
dereliction of duty. It wouldn't be treason. It would be a dereliction of duty, though.
But like you're tasked with like saving people from a natural disaster, and you are looking at it, and they're like, "I don't like your political beliefs. You don't deserve to be."
It's saved. Dereliction of duty. But treason would have to be selling out. To another country or an enemy.
Borderline. Yeah, that's why I said borderline, because
but
it's
it wouldn't
gray area.
Sadly, it wouldn't even be borderline. It's treason is a very specific set of guidance.
Yeah,
it is dereliction of duty. It is definitely a violation of probably multiple laws. But it's there are other fucking images on here that why won't it let me make these images bigger? Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna share this just so then we can see this.
No, I thought I was sharing it, and then
I guess I wasn't. That was when you kicked me out and it unshared
maybe. Maybe I don't know.
So this is did you make contact? What was the outcome? No, not able to access property. And then Trump signed no contact per leadership. So this, And I'm guessing that's the image that they attached to it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Okay. So, I mean, first off, this is disgusting. No matter how you cut it. Like, here's the thing. When we were talking about this, right? Because we even talked about how there were like Democrats or people on the left saying, "Oh, well, that's what these Republicans deserve," or whatever, right? With the hurricane, and like that disgusted me because in a matter of an emergency, I couldn't give a single solitary fuck what your politics are. I just give a shit that you're human.
Yep.
It's meant to be a human moment, and any time that you involve politics into a situation where it is meant to be human, you're going to run into huge issues, which is also why having emotional arguments for political, things is a fucking horrible idea because you're conflating the two, and that will never work because your emotions should not ever touch that, and politics should never touch your emotions.
Yeah.
Agreed. Including my own.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, I'm quick to anger. I want to burn these people alive. I also know that that's a violation of their right to due process. So don't do it.
I want to say this with respect. I would never vote for you.
Here's the funny thing. I would never be able to be a cop. I have that self-awareness to know, like, I should never be in politics. I should never be a police officer. I can't be a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I can't.
You care about those things way too much and what surrounds it and everything. You're very opinionated on it.
I'm very opinionated on it. And I'm a very opinionated person. And I also know that, yes, like I know that there has to be some sense of removal from the political or like your own beliefs, right? I'm going to tell you right now, my personal thing, if I saw somebody who committed some horrible atrocity, right? Like, say there was like physical video evidence, I would have no problem ending that person in the most vile, despicable way possible.
I think a lot of people probably would feel the same.
And I think that that's a lot of people, but those aren't the people that should be in police. Those aren't the people that should be in the courts. Those aren't the people that should be.
You want people who are, they can control themselves a little bit and understand that we have a process for this, and I can't let my emotions get in the way of it.
You could be disgusted, but like you need somebody who has lost their soul to that point. I hate to say it like that, but that has like been tormented enough that has seen the worst of humanity. So it's like, this is nothing new. Sadly, you need that in those positions. Me, I'd rather hold on to my humanity.
Right.
Get that anger.
Yeah. I think most people would.
Yeah. I genuinely think this is something though, this fucking FEMA thing. First off, fuck FEMA. I've said that since the video. I mean, since the hurricane in my video, I said, fuck FEMA. Like, don't donate to them. Don't donate to Red Cross. Don't donate to anything affiliated with FEMA.
Yeah, there's probably better local places that you could probably donate to if you wanted to.
I put them in the video, and they're still active. You could still donate to those churches that will give them water and take them directly. And they're not going to pull this shit.
Right.
This disgusts me. This bothers me. Like to my core, this bothers me. Now I will say this, that DeSantis and the House GOP is investigating FEMA, at least over this.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's very good.
Grim Sutton for president. I wouldn't vote for Dalton.
I wouldn't vote for Grim.
I wouldn't vote for Grim either. I'm sorry, Grim.
Even if I was on ticket, I wouldn't vote for him.
No. Yeah. But I'm not voting for you either, Dalton. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you would make every.
We agree with each other on a lot of things. We would not vote for each other.
No, because I already know that you would make every single government process into a website.
No, I would. My whole thing was make government websites great again. That would be my entire thing.
That would be your entire shtick, and I'd just be like, no. But no, I need this really catchy domain name for this department. No, you fucking don't, fucker. Like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't.
This is my thing.
All right. But I know it, and you're self-aware enough to know it.
Listen to me. I'm going to tease them out real quick. You're going to love this. So you have whitehouse.gov, right?
Oh, geez. Yeah.
.house is a TLD, which is a top-level domain.
Mm-hmm.
White.house
Oh, fuck you.
I'm just saying it's a very efficient domain name. You were typing less letters, all right? I'm helping people out.
Why not Grim? Because Grim, first off, we don't agree on everything, good sir. And also, I don't know that you would have the mic quality to be able to talk to the American people, my friend. I feel like you would go on Temu and buy whatever's there. Like, here's the thing. Yes, it's good to be frugal. Sometimes.
Yesterday I was in Discord on the special ed chat, and he popped in. I didn't even know he popped in. It was just, for some reason, the notification was so quiet. And then all of a sudden I start hearing talking, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I like look in, I'm like, oh, hi, Grim. And then like nothing for a little bit. And then he came in, started talking, and then nothing for a little bit. I'm like, nope, you're muted. I can't hear you. And so it was like a rough start. And I was just like, I agree with that.
Meanwhile, so I have this wonderful thing called the Shure SM7B. Dalton, what is that you have there?
Yeah, I got one too.
Oh my God. Grim?
I upgraded. Yeah, Grim, you need this.
You need at minimum that. At minimum, I do. Taxpayer dollars, better equipment. No. Once again, just like Dalton shouldn't be blowing his money on fucking domain names, you shouldn't be blowing it on audio equipment.
That's really good domain names, okay?
God, fuck you both.
That's really good domain names.
God. You know what? Me and Jesse Bear are going to run against you guys. I'm not eligible, by the way. You couldn't vote for me even if you wanted to, because I'm not fucking eligible. I'm not eligible for the same reason Elon's not eligible.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Except I'm not South African. I still love that he is the most important African American of our time.
I was
a white dude with autism.
I think Andrew Schultz said that to President Trump. He's like, he's the best. He's like the coolest. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he
said something like that.
American ever.
Is he your favorite African American? I think he said. He said, "Is he your favorite African American?"
Yep.
Why, Jesse? Easy, because you'll secure the pussy vote, and also because you're more anarcho-capitalist than you are conservative, in my opinion. So yeah, you'd just be like, yeah, burn it. Be like, hey, what's that? I don't know. That's the IRS building. Hell, light it on fire. Be great. We'd have a great administration. A lot of fire, a lot of bonfires, a lot of fire. Just fire everywhere. DC would be gone.
Have a fire sale.
Have a fire sale. Just dress up as Beavis and Butthead and just go fire. Need fire for my bunghole, just constant. Great. You're very pro woman. I'm very pro woman in my bedroom. I'm very pro woman cooking, not pro woman driving or voting or talking too much.
Dude, Santa Decides on X. It's probably one of my favorite new accounts that I know
same
and following. Like,
it's so good.
They're so based. It's so based.
Oh, he is. And here's the thing: he's not like he doubled down on his Streisand. Like he's just no, fuck you.
Yep.
So now it's like no, okay. I was being impartial to a degree. Mm. Now I'm just like, oh,
I don't
you're
care.
going to attack Santa? Guess what, bitch?
Not good. Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Fire. Fire. You'll bring some beer? Good. It better be Yingling or Sam Adams. If you bring anything light or with the word Coors or Bud in it, you
flavored water.
If you bring any of that gay beer in, we're going to have problems. And those problems will involve fire and a trebuchet.
I will say though, I feel like I'm starting to get some of my taste back.
Yep. That's good.
Yep. I had an iced coffee the other day. I don't know if I told you this. I had an iced coffee for the first time in like 2 years the other day. I was just like,
how was it?
It wasn't bad. Like I can actually stand the taste of it. Like
good.
This isn't a bad taste anymore. Like it used to be the worst taste ever. It used to taste like metallic, and it was the worst tasting thing ever.
All right.
Yeah.
And now it tastes like coffee.
Yep. Dang COVID. But yeah, now it's like I have that coffee taste, that flavor. Like I can taste the flavor of coffee now. It's like I've missed this. This has been a long time.
Good. No, that's fucking great, dude.
2 years, no taste.
I didn't tell you. So day after the election, I did tweet it, and I think you liked it, but I didn't go into the whole story. So the morning we got everyone's like, hey, by the way, Trump won. I'm like, fuck yeah, he did. It's 4 a.m, whatever. I wake up. I have to load the truck up and all that shit. So I load the truck up. I'm like, okay, I got to go gas him up, right? Take it to the gas station, filling it up, walk inside, go get my morning coffee. Got an energy drink. Yeah. I posted this on Twitter. And for anybody who doesn't know, I'm just going to tell. So there's this woman in there. She's like got to be in her like late 60s, right? And she looks so happy. And she knows everybody in the town. So she knows who's like Republican, who's not. Yeah. Who to be happy in front of. Yeah. And she didn't care. She'd be happy in front of the most liberal. But yeah, she proudly announced, she said, today is a great day to celebrate, isn't it? And I was like, yes, it is. And I was like, fuck yeah, it is. So she's like, how's your day going? I'm like, well, I barely slept. And so I was like, hence the coffee and the energy drink. And so I bring it up to the counter and she says, no. Celebration. You're celebrating. And my celebration, we're celebrating today for the Trump victory. She's like, you're getting, they just call it a victory, like a victory drink or whatever. It's like, you sure? And she's like, yeah. She's like, you have a great day, hon. And I'm like, oh, I love this bitch. She just gave me a free coffee and energy drink because Trump won. That's how my day started. That's how like hearing Trump won, then getting like that. And then I started just like my business started. I just started getting calls, which makes me happy because I like being busy. Just all this great stuff. And I'm just like, oh, this is already off to a great start. I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse says the worst part of COVID was the lack of taste. I still have not had COVID.
Well, that's good. It sucks. It really sucks.
See, like you say it sucks. And then my friends that have had it, they'd be like, yeah, it felt like a shit cold for like a day or two. And I'm like,
yeah, I've had COVID.
It depends on the person.
Yeah, I've had COVID a couple times, and most times it was decent. It was all right. It felt like a cold, maybe a little bit worse than a cold, but still like a cold.
Yeah, and like a bad cold, right?
Yeah, I remember in November of 2022, I got sick, and I remember I was like, oh, okay, I lost my taste. That's gonna happen for a couple days, and I remember just not getting my taste back for a while. I was like, this is weird. And then I remember I started getting taste, but it was like metallic. It was very
weird.
It was, everything tasted bad. Everything smelled bad. Oh my God, dude, I can't even begin to describe how bad everything smelled. I do not miss that time at all. My God, that was the worst. Like
you remember when I was sick recently?
Yeah.
I took COVID test because I was like, oh, I finally fucking get it. And it's like, nope. Nope, you don't have it. It's like, this is just a normal flu. And like,
enjoy.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah.
All sinus issues during the COVID shit. I know a lot of people have said it was just like a sinus, like a head cold, like a really bad head cold. Yeah. I knew some people had felt like very fluey and they were just like, yeah, but I just slept for a couple days.
Yeah, the biggest thing that it had over me was just no taste and no smell, and I was just like, man, that sucks. I mean, I'm sure there could have been a lot worse side effects from getting COVID, and I guess I'm glad that was the.
I mean, you could have taken the vaccine and gotten myocarditis and died. Exactly. So there's that. Yeah,
I'm still pretty happy that I'm unvaccinated. I'll tell you that.
I am a pureblood.
Yep.
I'm a pureblood. I am not Harry Potter, nor am I Hermione Granger. No, we do not have these muggle fucking vax people in my blood. No, pure.
If all goes, if all goes to hell, then I can just sell my blood.
Unvaccinated pure blood. Like the winter snow, fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wife. I had to. No, yeah, that means nothing. But no, I've never like. I don't want to like. I remember people getting it, and they were just like, "Oh, yeah, you should get it." Like, you know. And at first, I was like, "Well, yeah, like if they got the vaccine." And then I started, but I always research things, and so I researched it. I'm just like,
I don't trust this.
I don't trust this. Like, this is new technology. They're not doing proper studies. The fact that they granted them immunity, like, no.
Yeah,
I think I'm good.
That right there is the fishiest part. It's like immunity.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong,
We need immunity for them.
I'm not going to be your guinea pig. I'm not going to be your guinea pig. Nah.
Oh, yeah. So that's the one thing that, like, I think was Trump's biggest blunder was Operation Warp Speed, personally.
Yeah, agreed.
But I also believe that was because of people around him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not telling anybody which way. I'm telling you, talk to your fucking doctor and you make your own goddamn choices. I'm just telling you why I didn't, and also why my wife didn't, and also why my daughter didn't. You know, because they were recommending it for children. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you. Yeah, I'm not giving my daughter some experimental bullshit.
They are the safest from all this.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
and you want to know how I know she was the safest from? Her mother got COVID. Her mother's husband got COVID. Okay. This is before they got married. And my daughter was with them while they had COVID for like a day. Then she calls me and she says, "Can you come get her? Because we have COVID." I said, "Sure." So what I do, I drive, I pick her up, and I was like, cool. Hung out with my kid for like a month. Just straight. It was awesome. And mind you, I see my daughter all the time, but it was, you know, and not a fucking symptom because the kids don't typically get it.
So weird. Yeah.
It's weird. It's almost like we knew that and we still fucking push this bullshit anyway. It's almost like it was all fucking lie to fucking just, you know, make pharmaceutical fucking people billionaires and, you know, fuck them. Fire.
Dude,
fire.
Santa decides is now just like the MP5 on the nice list.
It's just random shit now.
Random stuff now. Like this type of gun on the nice list.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Unless there's an underlying issue. But also, like, what was it? Like, it had like 2 or more comorbidities were the people who were dying from it. So it wasn't like from it. It was like from it because you were an obese diabetic piece of shit. Or because you were like an obese like person with COPD. You know, like you had some other shit going on. It wasn't just you got it and then that's what got you. It's like comorbidities are the main culprit. So essentially, don't be super fat, exercise, have a good diet, and most of the sicknesses out there, you'll be in a far better state to fight them. Yeah, that includes common cold. You know, that includes everything. You know, it's almost like being healthy is a fucking thing. Yes,
right. I was gonna say, check the private chat real quick and let me know what you think.
Is it another picture of you in a dress? Because I don't need to see that.
Well, that never existed in the first place.
Don't lie to the people now, Dalton.
If it did, it's AI, I swear.
Yeah.
No, I promise you.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. When are we starting the timing of that?
It's good to go now if you really wanted to. Like, you know, we talked about last week. We could literally do that right now if you really wanted to.
Let's not though. Let's start that next week.
Cool.
But I do give permission to mention it.
Okay.
And then after that, we're gonna end it because I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
Because I have work in the morning.
Yeah. No worries.
Let's
go. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. However,
make yourself bigger.
Oh, make myself bigger. Oh gosh.
There you go. I got you.
All right. So, I mean, I could show them to you. I could do a screen share kind of thing. I'm just gonna let you guys know. So, we were talking, and we thought something cool that we could do is to start a Patreon. Yeah. And so we started a Patreon.
For what reason, though?
So that we could. So at the end of every single podcast, we basically hang out for another hour or so and just talk anyway, literally on StreamYard. And it just kind of made sense to us. Like we could have other people listen to this too. Because we were talking about some really funny stuff.
I was going to say, can I explain that it's
You might explain it better.
The stuff that we post that we talk about during the live show that you guys see is YouTube friendly.
Yeah.
The stuff that we talk about the moment the show ends is the most fucked horrible shit that you will ever hear. Like, it is shit that you're going to be like, oh my God, how are they saying this? How did they come up with something like that? Like what it is that level. So that is what
and peaked.
That is, I want you to imagine that number in the top right corner is like 300%. It's bad.
That's why we don't go past 100 on YouTube.
Yeah. So that's what will be on the Patreon, is completely uncensored debauchery. And you're probably going to get about an hour to sometimes even longer. It really depends on what we have to do the next day and how much alcohol is involved. But it gets bad.
In a good way.
So, yeah. So that is what the Patreon will be. And that will, I believe, as we just said.
Yep. We're going to work that out so that we can share it with you guys next week.
Yes.
Now, we have it so that all of the episodes will be on there for free. And then we had to talk about like how we want to do it, because we could live stream it at the same time. We could do like a private live stream. We could set it up that way. This is actually the first time I'm talking to Tech about this specific part.
No, and that's fine.
We could do audio only, but I don't think that's kind of cool. I think
fuck audio only. Yeah. You want the video.
Yeah, you want the video. But we could do it. We could stream it live,
especially when we're like, because we'll share like random like pictures of like, hey, did you see this cat's butthole? You know, just like, hey, did you see this really fat lesbian? Look at her.
Another thing I thought about that I'm not sure. But like for anyone who does decide to pay for a membership, we can invite them onto the members only stream.
Yes, and also Jesse Bear just pointed it out. So special chat. Yeah, special ed chat. It is special chat. If you guys have ever been in my Discord, if you're in my Discord and you see the special chat and you see us in there and it's always like a status like we're cucking the server, lol, it is going to be what goes on in there, because that's essentially what it ends up being.
Yeah. It's a fun time. It's worth it. Jesse, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Can I just, and it's never the same. And the reason I say that is because there's going to be one day where we're just talking about like tisming out about fucking music. There'll be a totally different day we're tisming about fucking anime. Then there's going to be another time where we're just making every single gay, horrible, like racist joke we could think of. It is like the worst shit possible in all of those categories. There was even a time where it was me and Dimmy, which you guys probably heard a little bit last episode we did, where we just fucking sat in a call and responded to everything that Dalton said with song titles until he was just like, fuck this, I'm going to bed.
Literally 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I'm going.
Yeah.
They started doing this at like 2 a.m. and like I handled it until 6 a.m. and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to bed.
We had our Spotify list and we're just like, I've got a feeling.
The whole conversation of just lyrics. It was
lyrics or song titles. It was actually a lot of fun.
It was really fun. It was really funny. But like the whole point of like the podcast is we have topics that we want to talk about. But then the whole thing about members only is it's literally whatever.
Debauchery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so that will be coming next week. And Dalton, you and I will discuss with you, me and Demi.
Iron out the details.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be fun though. It'll be really fun.
But I agree. But with that, I do believe it is time to go. Dalton, who, where, why, what, where do they find you and all that stuff? So I made us big, but I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too, but I also kind of hate it.
Yeah, it's weird. You know what it is? It's because I'm off center. There we go.
Yeah. So you guys can find me on X, x.com/DaltonSuttonIO. And that'll be really fun. Dak, where can they find you?
You can find me at my YouTube, which is youtube.com / the tactical turtleneck. And you can also find me on X at the tactical turt, because turtleneck was too long with the tactical. So send both of us your favorite memes or leftist meltdown compilations, because I need more of them. I need all of them. Send them all, please, at me.
Right. One other thing that I will share with you guys before we go is we are also on anywhere that you guys can listen to podcasts. You guys can also find us. So we are on Apple Music, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, we're on Apple Podcasts. That we both do music stuff, so Apple Music kind of flows naturally.
Can I actually say, speaking of music, my new album is out, Harvest. It's been out since Halloween. Go listen to it if you haven't.
Oh yeah,
listen to it.
I have a new song out that was released,
and Dalton does too.
Yeah, completely separate and unplanned, but it's called Hybrid Moments. It's a Misfits cover, really fun.
It's actually great. I loved it.
It was a really fun thing. But yeah, you guys
listen
can
to
find
both of them.
there.
Add them to your playlist and stuff.
Yeah, go listen to our podcast. Add that to your thing. Give us a rating because that's gonna really help us. It's gonna help us out a lot. Trust me. And then if you want to check out our music, you can go there. It's Spotify.
All the things.
All the things. InsanityDeveloping.com has all the links. So
yeah, just do all that. And we love you. Until next time, you stay classy, San Diego.
Are you gonna end it or am I?